definitely say we got our bodies back, legs back up under us. Some guys that were injured, got a chance to get those guys healthy, including myself. Had a little lingering injury that I was able to get over and just come back this week strong. And it's kind of like a new week, so it's refreshing and it's a new start. A second half of the season, looking to have a much better half than the first half.
Well, it's a good time too. I mean, with 4 losses, that can be pretty frustrating, a lot of frustration. But that gave you a chance maybe to flush that a little bit.
Definitely. We know what we're capable of, and we just got to go out there and do it. And today, the theme of defensive practice was turnovers. So.
I was going to talk about turnovers. The only team FBS without an interception. Is that just bizarre to think about? And has that been the big factor in separating wins from losses?
I think it's been the #1 factor, along with a host of other things that we can correct.
Sam, if you get a look where you have to be in the middle or this week, what is the key to making that work if you're in the middle and then the Sharks?
Well, right now, what Coach Kosh is doing is it's kind of like cross-training and getting guys ready to play different positions if need be.
When you guys were at Temple afterwards, Coach Schultz said you stood up in front of the people and said something to the effect of, I'm going to hang my shoulder pads up and not play the last 6 games. Is that feeling still in your heart?
Definitely. More now than it was after Temple, because after Temple I had 2 more weeks until I can play another game. Now I have, 6 more days, 5 more days. So definitely, and I was just emphasizing the fact that, when you love something, when you put your heart and soul into something, if it goes bad, you still got to love it the same way, if not more.
Is the effort the thing to watch here on out in terms of how good the team can finish?
Definitely, because when things aren't going well and, guys are still giving 100% effort, I think that speaks volume about the team and the program.
And you're still seeing that. You feel good about the effort already.
Especially from practice today. And that's what I appreciate most about these guys. You just got to play smarter opposed to, just always harder.
You talked about there's a lot of emphasis on turnovers today. Can you force those type of things, or do those kind of come in groups sometimes so that teams go through drought, but then all of a sudden there's just a run on turnovers? What can you do to kind of hone in on those a little bit more?
You can definitely force them on, just hitting the ball, carry you harder, putting pressure on the quarterback, and just, no lost chances. Don't drop the interceptions, and, when the ball's on the ground, make sure we come up with it. But I guess we've been playing some pretty good quarterbacks as well, or pretty efficient quarterbacks, and Bridgewater is another one. So we just got to put ourselves in a great position to take the ball away instead of have the ball given to us.
Is there a fine line too, because coming in for the tackle, if you're thinking strip versus tackle, that could be a problem as well?
Well, you just got to hit the ball, carry harder, and then the next man then come for the strips.
Sam, it's almost like Florida State or Miami this week. There's a number of Florida kids on the other side. You guys, you do well on the roster?
I know a couple guys just through the whole recruiting process, but I'm just looking to go play ball and playing this out.
So you look at the 3 out of the 4 losses, pretty tight ball games, could have went either way.
Right.
I mean, is it just the fine details of separating, the losses to wins?
Definitely fine details, finishing, and if you think about it, we've been that close and haven't had a turnover on defense. So imagine us with 3 or 4 turnovers, and I think it's a pretty different ball game, and looking at it in our favor.
How are you guys looking at the second half in terms of just the bounce back?
Optimistic. Find the good things in it, and just forget about the first half. We can still go 8-4, and I don't remember the last time USF, probably was back in 08. Probably even was it 08 or 07? USF won over 7 regular season games, and I think that's very possible. We just gotta we kind of got to take ownership to what's going on and just finish strong.
I think it was 07. Check out the 2.